Today I'm going to talk about the easiest countries to open a bank account. My name is Rusudan. I'm a CFO at Nomad Capitalist, where we help 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs legally reduce their taxes, get second citizenships, and go where they are treated best. First question here is, how do we decide on what's easy? We have a few criteria that we base our analysis on, which I'm going to share with you now. The first question is it reliable? What are the chances that they freeze or close your account? How is the banking regulated in this jurisdiction? Does it provide diversification? Here we usually think about some benefits you get when you are opening a foreign bank account, such as holding assets in different currencies and hedging them. Is the process easy? We think about how long it takes and if you can do it remotely. Do you have to provide original documents? Do you have to go in person? The document requirements are pretty important as well, because in addition to the standard documents, you may be required to provide additional reports or statements and things like that. In addition to the standard documents, you may be asked to provide tax information and additional reports. The next question is it accessible to non-residents or only residents? We take into consideration fee structure and any one-time payments you need to make for application process. Language is an important part of this criteria as well, and the minimum deposit requirement, because it's very important that you do not have to maintain a high balance, but sometimes it's a price that you have to pay for reliability. It's important to note that this country and this bank can provide operations with the countries that you want to be working with. Based on the criteria above, we compiled a list of countries in which it's easiest to open a foreign bank account. So in no specific order, they are Georgia, Belize, Cook Islands, Cayman Islands, Singapore, UAE if you are a resident. Georgia is a country located in the Caucasus at the intersection of Europe and Asia. The official currency here is Georgian lari and the language is Georgian, though bank employees speak English in most cases. Banking is very easy in Georgia, and Georgian banks provide good services and are very reliable because they have to comply with the National Bank of Georgia's requirements. It's easy because you can open it remotely in most cases, though we at Nomad Capitalist always advise to go in person when opening a bank account. The process is really fast. It usually takes a day, and you can open the account, and the next day you can pick up your debit card as well. Mostly it's free, but you only need to have sufficient funds to maintain for maintenance fees, which vary from bank to bank. What's even better is that most Georgian banks offer private or VIP client services, where for an additional fee you get VIP service, where you get no lines or waiting, just high level of service, your own banker, a list of benefits for local transactions and preferential exchange rates, and so much more. Georgian banks are very user-friendly, communication is easy, and the process is really fast. I would also advise to get a Georgian SIM card for verification purposes, but you can switch back to the application or token verification method later. The next country is Belize, the Caribbean country on the northeastern coast of Central America. Official language here is English, and the currency is Belize dollars. It's firstly easy because any individual or a company can open a bank account there, including US citizens. Banking minimums there are also quite low, so unlike more expensive jurisdictions, you don't need a lot of money to bank there. While Belize isn't the best banking jurisdiction in the world, it can be a good option for individuals looking to diversify their funds, or even just to put a bit of money back for retirement. since it's quite easy to maintain a bank account there. English is an official language, so there is no language barrier. And as banks in Belize are required to have a 24% liquidity ratio, meaning that they have on at least a quarter of all deposits at all times. So you have some safety here as well. The country's currency is pegged to US dollars, which means that you won't be dealing with any unexpected currency nosedives. Hyperinflation or any kind of money grab likely won't arise in Belize, making it a relatively reliable place to bank. Document requirements are pretty straightforward as well. You need your identification, application, proof of address, and utility bills could work for this, and KYC. Additional documents may be required on a case-by-case basis as well. The next country is the Cook Islands. Cook Islands is a self-governing island country in the South Pacific Ocean in free association with New Zealand. First, it's very easy because non-residents can open a bank account there, and remote account opening is also an option here, so you do not have to go to Cook Islands to open a bank account. You can open a cash or investment account online and conduct transactions electronically without being physically present in Cook Islands at all. Some banks accept notarized copies of required documents and original account opening forms via post or a courier. They usually have a $20,000 minimum balance requirement, but the process is pretty fast. They also offer precious metal account or investment account for private clients. Documents required are pretty straightforward as well. You need your passport copy, CV, application, proof of address, and some additional documents if they ask for it. The Cayman Islands is a British overseas territory where non-residents can open a bank account. Some banks even allow you to do so without visiting the island at all. The document requirements are pretty standard. However, you need to submit several certified documents as proof of your identity, your current overseas address, and bank references. They also inquire about the source of your funds. Official language in Cayman Islands is English, so pretty convenient in communication and overall access. They do not have a required minimum deposit, but it may depend on the source of funds for some clients. There are no opening fees. Maintenance fees are waived in certain cases as well. The next country we have is the UAE, but it is only for residents, and the process here is pretty straightforward. If you need any help, our team will be happy to assist you. Feel free to go to nomadcapitalist.com for more. If you want to hear more about banking in these countries, please leave your comments below.